た存在だけどいつしか目標に変わってたライバルも苦戦やないといけない Everybody fighting now Oh yeah やっぱり生きがいは挑戦チャレンジだしどこまで行っても果てはなし上には上俺が最初になりゃいい果たされそうにない簡単なわけなんてない見れば簡単ろ見下ろされていた我にベスかけられたって笑ってやるのさ戦ってればプリーチャーそれがトリーチャーありがたいね今こいてちゃからんだ
One and ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Fireball. I am Greg Fryer here with my co-host, as always, Daquan. And tonight we are starting off with a big one, a very important match, a title match, as we see the number one contender for the Junior Heavyweight Championship, Freddie Newgate, making his way to the ring, and he is going to be in a title match right here, right now, against the Junior Heavyweight Champion, the ace of the Junior Division, Kendrick. Daquan, how you feeling going into this one? What are your thoughts on a match like this?
Well, as we saw during Floyd, to get him to retain his title against both Freddie Newgate and El Tigre Akuma, but he did pin Akuma in that match. This is Newgate's chance to show that that Akuma was just holding him back, and in a one-on-one situation, he could win.
Yeah, it is, and, well, if it's not anyone other than the champion, leaving the title in his locker as he is so confident, Kendrick making his way to the ring, and, I mean, it kind of just looks like he's having fun here. I feel like he might think he's got this one in the bag, coming off of Burning Blood, coming off of a pretty solid victory, a pretty, one that I don't really think there was any doubt in for him, for a guy like him who feels he really is the best junior in Fireball, and he feels like he doesn't have that challenge. He feels like Freddie overstepping, challenging him, and I guess tonight we're going to see if Kendrick is really the number one here in Fireball, as his Junior Heavyweight Championship will be on the line.
Very loose coming out here tonight.
He is, absolutely. King of the Junior shirt also, by the way, which is a statement, as there we see Freddie, Kendrick in the other corner. The referee's going to ring the bell, and we are underway in our first match on this episode of Fireball, Junior title on the line, and Freddie starting off with the momentum. Quick little fireman's carry takedown, and then looking for those elbows raining down right across the neck, chest area, over the shoulder elbows, and looking for a submission already, maybe trying to get out of this one. But Kendrick a little bit too quick and going to slip away off the ropes. Drop kick, springboard style. And this is very much
what Kendrick tried to do was he was trying to get up, do his thing, but Freddie has to back here. Keep him grounded.
Absolutely, and this is a classic mashup of styles. This is very much so your high flyer versus your technician, your fast versus your slow, your air versus your ground, so to speak. And it's going to come down to who gets to wrestle their match, I think.
And both men are on the outside. I don't know if it's any of their ball game now.
No, I wouldn't say this is, as we see a suplex onto that very slim padding on the outside. It is still very painful, as that shot was like a hammer to the back of Kendrick, dropping him, then working on the arm. As the referee continues to count, both men here just brawling on the outside. Not something I expected to see out of this match as we reach a 6 count.
20 count here in Fireball.
Absolutely, 20 count here in Fireball. And disqualifications are referee's discretion. But right now, it seems like he's content to let these guys do their thing on the outside as Kendrick just walks away. Squares up and then walks away, just kind of toying with Freddie, who I don't think... Freddie!
Kind of messed him up. Oh, God.
Freddie able to just outmaneuver Kendrick. Maybe the overconfidence is going to be his downfall, as that couldn't have been a very comfortable landing, but back into the ring pretty quickly. and exchanging strikes with Freddy here. I'm not sure if that's the best idea if you're Kendrick. Freddy is the bigger man in the match, and he's going to be able to reverse this into an inverted DDT. And I'd say Freddy's in control right now.
Yeah, Freddy's in real big control right now. I think he's got a plan, like I said. He's going to stick to that plan. Keep him grounded. Don't let him get to the top rope. Don't let him do his thing. We saw that shooting star. Failed horribly for Kendrick, but it worked well for Freddy.
Yeah, as Freddy's still in control, we see after that Saito exchanging a few more forearms, but now Kendrick maybe looking for Fisherman Buster. Does sides against the pin, but Freddy quick back to his feet, seemingly wanting to keep on the pressure, but Kendrick looks like he might have finally found his momentum, might finally be in the swing of things, so to speak, as we see a gorgeous off the top rope arm drag there, and then moving to work in on the arms of Freddy Newgate, not something we're used to seeing the limb work from Kendrick there. Freddy's got them the high fly moves scouted. Yeah, I was just about to say, it seems like Freddy might have done some overtime in the scouting department here, as he is putting the boots to Kendrick right here, and I have a feeling that he came into this match a little more prepared than Kendrick may have. Although Kendrick doesn't look too bad, as we see the confidence here. And is that just a slap to the? I want to say that was the chest, but that might have been to the neck, maybe even the cheek. As we see gorgeous Northern Lights neglecting to go for the pin, but choosing to pick up an armbar here. Something we have seen Freddy very proficient in is his submissions. As he's got Kendrick here, Kendrick going to look to break the hold. Submission, knockout, or pinfall will win Newgate that title, but not enough as Kendrick fights away, but he is holding at that wrist. Maybe going to be an issue for the rest of the match as he blocks a strike. Yeah. It's two men exchanging very quickly, very, very much so. A pace that I didn't expect as Freddy busts out the standing moonsault, going for it again, and he's going to get it again. 2 for 2. Maybe showing Kendrick how it's done a little bit here as he follows it up with a chop to the chest and taking control, looking to drag him into the corner, but Kendrick going to fire with some rapid elbows to the gut. And rolls through after the first butterfly, a second butterfly, and maybe a third for good measure. Plants him face first. Down into the canvas, and now Kendrick showcasing a little bit of power. Dr. Bomb! And up top,
he's been going out of it right now.
Up top, leaping to the top rope, and he's telling Freddy. Rana into the pin, and a 2 count. It's not going to be enough. Looking for that Fisherman Buster again. Back to it one more time, dropping him, and Freddy holding at the back of the top rope. Springboard moonsault out of Kendrick. The athleticism is unbelievable from Kendrick here, with a swift kick to the gut, looking to keep control of this match as he walks him over and just tosses him to the outside, maybe looking to redeem himself for that misdive earlier as he stares him down, but deciding.
I think he's scared to go for it.
I would be too. That dive was a horrible misfire.
Almost smacked his face on the back.
Yeah, horrible misfire here as we see Kendrick firmly in control of this match, looking for a powerbomb now. And he gets him up. Crucifix position. And Crucifix powerbomb on the outside. That is unforgiving. That pain shooting up the spine and neck of Freddy Newgate will be ringing for the next while as Kendrick decides to break the count and tells him to suck it. And Freddy not a fan of that as the two back to brawling and again looking for that powerbomb. But Freddy is not one to fall for the same thing twice as he reins in a few punches and drops him with a lariat, almost like a neck breaker out of that lariat there, putting him down onto the floor, and then bringing it back into the ring where he feels most comfortable. Saito! On the neck, snapping it down. 1, 2, and a deep 2 count. Freddy can't believe it, and I'm sure Kendrick not comfortable getting that close. What's he going for here? Liger bomb. And to the top rope. not Freddy's domain, but rather Kendrick's. And a shooting star press! Freddy! Gorgeous execution.
Ooh.
And it's just not enough to put away the king of the juniors, but maybe this will be Cobra clutch, middle of the ring, nowhere to go. There's no escape here, other than brute force, it seems, as the elbows rain in, knocking them out of the submission, and Kendrick looking for the palm strike gets caught by Freddy. Rude awakening, no! The ref missed it! How do you miss that if you're the referee? Kendrick blatantly with the low blow out of the rude awakening attempt.
Oh, nice combo with the dragon and the fisherman.
And then goes for that shooting star, but that Freddy has decided that the shooting star is his move and will not let Kendrick connect with those today. As the two of them bump heads a little bit there, Kendrick going to come away with the upper hand though and whip him to the outside and then throw up that X.
I needed. I don't know. My man hit him.
And he hit it! He hit it! That springboard shooting star that he missed earlier. He gets his comeuppance, so to speak. He finally is able to connect with it and then drives him face first into the outside. These two men match for the ages right now as we see Freddy firing back with a falcon arrow on the outside, and neither of these men willing to give an inch, life and limb on the line for that junior heavyweight title here in Fireball. Getting back into the ring once more, and Freddy in control firmly after that falcon arrow and looks to go right back to the basics, spinning him out, fireman's carry takedown, shot to the back. Simple wrestling is good wrestling if you're Freddy Newgate, but Kendrick does not agree. Kendrick is a showboat as he's looking for a big suplex here, but Freddy, stronger, more technical, and maybe quicker on his feet, able to reverse it as he plants him into the mat again. And the springboard to the back. Oh. And snapping it back once more. This match has been a quick one. There has been no signs of slowing down. Both these men just going at it. Freddy has been incredible here, showing his stuff, and Kendrick, this is what you come to expect of a guy who calls himself the king. And I mean, at this point, do we have any right to argue with him as he nails the knee and drops him with a neckbreaker and combos it right into a chain of knee to the arm and lifting him back to his feet. And this match right now just seems like it's all Kendrick as he drops him against the ropes, maybe posturing for something here, and he's going to whip him to the outside. Back outside once more we go, and Kendrick hyping himself up, looking for a dive of some sorts off the ropes, and there it is, Tope con hello, gorgeous. And Freddy is not one to stop and admire. He is in it to win it, and I think he is just showing that prowess here, but Kendrick is not happy with that, going for that powerbomb once more, but Freddy able to fight it off again, and beautiful running European uppercut, dropping Kendrick. And the two of them now again just exchanging blows back and forth, shot for shot, and Freddy with an unconventional suplex, X-plex, if you will. It's been anybody's ball game here, as we're now about 10 minutes deep into this junior heavyweight title contest. Neither man showing any signs of giving up as Kendrick leaps over the ropes back into the ring and gets caught into a powerbomb position. And Freddy, oh no, that's a long drop to the outside. And these two men just battering each other. The outside was not something I figured would come into play this much during this match, but the two men in the ring, the two men in this contest deciding that it's worth it. The risk is worth it. As now Freddy hooking his legs around, wrists up, just wrenching away at the arms, the shoulders, and then dropping a knee on the face to the outside.
Just wanted him to get back in the ring.
Yeah, and Freddy, the Cobra clutch again, this time on the outside. No rope breaks here, but the tap out here does not matter. You have a point, and Kendrick doesn't seem very cozy here. It almost looks like he could be fading, but Freddy decides to let go. Freddy, thinking twice about it, decides to get back in the ring, break the count at the 5, back out, and he's going to bring Kendrick back inside. Oh no, rude awakening attempt. Oh! Oh, not again. And oh, the Spanish fly. Unreal stuff here. As Kendrick back into the ring. And again with the crotch chop. Again. And then back out. And throwing him into the ring. Through the ropes. And oh, Freddy was ready. Saito! Is that going to be enough? Freddy with that gorgeous Saito suplex. 1, 2, and no, not enough. Kendrick able to fight out. Freddy can't believe it. That's 3 times he's nailed him with the suplex now. And now looks to drop that shooting star one more time. Up top. He's cozy. He goes for it. He nails it. 1, 2, and no, not enough. Not enough to put away the king of the junior division. As Kendrick with the emphatic kick out. But it doesn't seem like Freddy's done. He goes for something to no. Clash of heads one more time. Forearm's not going to connect. Kendrick trying to just like save face here. Hands up. Blocking. Not wanting to take any more punishment as he throws these elbows. Misses a shot of his own. Oh, lariat! That might be enough. And no, Freddy would have won. But Kendrick staying on it. Dr. Bomb. Not going to pin off that though. Kendrick now looking for the top rope. Maybe looking to put this one away. Elbow. And then to the back. But Freddy on the arm. And sticking on that arm. Slams it into the mat. And follows it up by twisting it and dropping it into the mat one more time. Looking to do something to the leg. Enziguri is going to be the reversal for Kendrick as he now looks to... Yeah. Blow for blow. This time to the arms, which is an unconventional target. Weird place to be going. But both men seem content doing it as Kendrick with a spinning soul butt out of there. And then looking for a monkey flip here into the corner, and it's going to connect. Hardly have time to catch your breath in this contest as both these men have just been going for it. Kendrick now spinning and tossing him to the floor and looking to go up top, maybe looking to finish it right here. And there it is. That's 6:30. You said it. 1, 2, and oh, not enough. That is the first person I have seen do that in a good while. Out of the 6:30 is Freddy. Looks for that float over a DDT. Kendrick busted open, but crawling to his feet, and he takes a suplex. Freddy is on top of things right now. This is what we expect to see out of Fireball, out of Fireball's junior division. These men fighting tooth and nail, as there we see the Snake Eyes. And oh, Flatliner, and Freddy's face looking real rough after that one. And no, not enough. Both men bleeding for this title. Both men willing to risk everything for this title. As now Kendrick stalking, looking to put him away. And there we go. Caught him. And the inverted crush. 1, 2, and 3. And there it is in one hell of a contest. But the king of the juniors remains in his throne. Nobody can dethrone him quite yet, but Freddy Newgate, definitely the closest to date. With an incredible performance, an absolute statement made by Freddy. But unfortunately, that statement was not enough to wrap a title around his waist tonight, as with the inverted crush. There he is, the king, once more, can go back to his locker room and still sit on that throne. Unbelievable matchup. And you gotta think at this point, Kendrick, you gotta wonder who's next for. What's next for?
And there's more to this show. Only the first match.
Only the first match.
Niggas be running through the block shooting. Time to start the revolution. Catch a body head for Houston. Once they caught us off guard, the Mac 10 was in the grass and I ran like a cheetah with thoughts of an assassin. Picked the Mac up, two brothers back up. The Mac spit, lead was hitting niggas. One ran, I made a backflip.
And here we are moving on to the next. Oh, what is this? Not something we expected to see tonight, as this is not a familiar name or face to many people in Fireball, and not somebody we expected to see here either. At least not that I was told, as we see Dr. Dirty, Dickie Rose, father of Richie Rose, making his way down to the ring. Unexpected.
Who is this man? Who is this man? I don't know this man.
He's the father of 4-count wrestler Richie Rose, and a wrestling doctor, I guess would be the way that you would put it. He's one hell of a talent, and he is not a signed competitor here for Fireball, so I'm not quite sure what he's doing in the ring. I guess maybe he'll tell us. Maybe we'll find out here.
It looks like he's wrestling tonight.
I don't know. I don't think so. It's not on the card.
Is he not?
For those who may not know who I am, allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Dirty. I am Dirty Dick. I am big and Dirty Dick. I am D-Rose before Derek and before I had these shit knees. I am Dickie Rose. And for all of those in Fireball Puro who are listening, the Dirty Dojo is open for business. And in the Dirty Dojo, you should not be worried about a couple groin kicks or biting some faces, even using the ropes to your advantage. Because in the Dirty Dojo, getting down and dirty gets the job done.
I think he made his point there. Real short and simple.
Real short, real simple. And now we know why the Dirty Doctor is here in Fireball. I guess we'll have to keep an eye.
You big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you. We will rock you. Buddy, you're a young man, hard man, shouting in the street, gonna take
And after Dr. Dirty makes his first appearance here in Fireball, now we move on to our next match. This is what I was expecting to see tonight, as we see Asuma Noro making his way to the ring, and someone who came up a little bit short in that first Fireball tournament that was televised out here, that world title tournament that Sakazuki did end up winning. Asuma looking to get back into the win column, looking to make a statement here tonight.
Both men are actually. He's coming out here to fight Daiki Kaneko, who's out in the first round of the Burning Blood tournament.
Both these men, I believe, lost to Sakazuki as well.
Yes, sir.
So this match, maybe just to prove it for both these guys, you know? Both men losing to the winner of the tournament. Both men putting on great fights with the winner of the tournament. So you'd have to think...
It's going to be a good match.
Yeah, you'd have to think this one's going to be competitive. This is going to be maybe something that'll line them up for a future shot at the World Champion. And Asuma looking very prepared here tonight.
What I'm looking forward to.
Absolutely. As Asuma's in the ring waiting for his opponent, and I don't see Daiki anywhere. Oh, well, maybe now I do. There is Daiki Kaneko with the suit on and the chop block. Just beating.
Come on.
Those chop sounds were electric. Daiki just ambushing Asuma Noro as he strips down from the suit and starts putting the boots on him, intimidating our referee away here. Just absolutely disgusting actions from the Golden Child, as now he has a table. What's Daiki doing? Daiki up to some dirty tactics here as he once more drops Asuma, and setting up that table. And I mean, not to state the obvious here, but this is a very dishonorable action here from Daiki Kaneko as he gets him into a Uranagi-like position. And through that table goes awesome Manoro, and that's just heinous. Just horrible. As Daiki Kaneko, the golden child, as if he wasn't spoiled enough, I guess we won't be seeing a match tonight, as he is just ambushed and beaten down awesome Manoro. One. And here we are moving on to our next contest, hopefully actually getting a contest this time, as we see one of our young tigers waiting in the ring. And this matchup might be a tough test, as there stands just a mountain of a human being, a Goliath of a man. I don't know how else you would describe him other than intimidating. He is maybe one of the scariest competitors ever to grace a Fireball ring. As what you are looking right now is Akio, and Akio is just unreal. I don't know, Dickwan, how would you describe this one? I'm trying to find the right buttons, but
that young tiger in that ring, he don't got a name no more. You call him victim. And he's going to be on a long list of victims. I'm going to see victim number 12 right now. As we move on.
It's just...
I don't see this last one now.
No, neither do I. It's just such an intimidating presence every time he enters the ring. It's scary. You feel just the air sucked out of the arena as he walks towards the ring. He's just an unreal presence. He's so large and quick for his size, and the strength that he has is unbelievable. And it's such a rare pairing that you see in any type of wrestler. And he's so just intimidating. His presence throws you right off. I don't know what else to say about a man like this. He is a big dude. And this young tiger staring down the lax monster that is Akio Takagi must be one of the most intimidating things he will do in his life, as we are now underway. And Akio, wasting no time, showcasing the strength. Up he goes, circles.
Let it not fool you. They gonna tag right there. He's 6'4". That man is 6'4".
That's unbelievable. And now into this just recliner type submission. Steiner recliner, if you will. Camel clutch, just pulling away at the young tiger, who's able to fight it off, showing some resilience and tripping up Akio. But Akio hardly seeming phased as he just launches him. And now the discus, and delivering a closed fist, which we frown upon, but I don't think Akio really cares.
What's the ref going to do?
Yeah, I mean, not much can be done as the young tiger looking to get some momentum here, but just like that, his momentum stops as Akio.
I don't know if y'all remember. There was a match on Burning Blood. It was Akio Takagi versus Kishi Arakawa.
And Kishi, an absolute legend of the business, a Fireball original, someone who's been in there with the likes of, former world champions for Ammo, for Fireball alike. This guy is legendary. And Akio Takagi did things to Kishi Arakawa that most people couldn't imagine doing to their worst opponent on their best day. And I think that just goes to show the kind of force that this man is, as he's just wrenching back on his face. This might be enough. Just it almost looks like he's clawing into his eyes. But Akio lets go. Akio's not done.
What a nice guy.
As the young tiger fighting back, maybe that was a sign of pushing him back, but Akio he chops him. And he tried. He gets caught. Up. He gets behind. suplexing him, and he gets him down, but Akio, I don't think is too phased, because he shoots for a knee, and Akio again just slightly stumbled as he rolls right back to his feet. And oh no, up he goes. Inverted DDT, the young Tiger is fighting. He's tall and skinny and agile, but Akio is a physical specimen. And he does not care what you are as he drops just a fist, a forearm, something across the forehead there. And then lifts him up for a discus and another shot. At this point, I mean, I admire the fight in the young Tiger as he's getting a little dirty back. Choke him out, maybe. And stepping on him, and Akio...
I don't think that was a good move.
Oh, is he gonna... he's biting his finger! I don't know if I'd want to chew on Akio's fingers, but, I respect the fire as he's throwing strike after strike. Going for a takedown, but Akio out of the way and just STO. Slamming him to the floor. Goes for the leg drop, but it's not going to connect. Stumbling back to his feet is this young Tiger. And a headbutt, but Akio doesn't even fall.
What's his name? I don't know his name.
I'm going to be honest. I read the match card and saw a name I didn't recognize, and I don't think I know his name off the top of my head either. This is a wild instance here. As this young Tiger is just fighting away, I'm gonna have to call to the back and get his name. And I'm hearing his name is his name is Sueyoshi. Seki Sueyoshi is his name. And he is fighting against. I'll try and remember it if he makes it through this match. As he is stepping his game up. We've seen plenty as he gets him outside the ring. We've seen plenty of young Tigers make their name up in fights like this before. Minoru Hoshi doing it against Sebastian Ramos is the most recent example that comes to mind. But you'd have to think if Seki somehow pulls off a victory here, that might be the biggest upset in the history of Fireball's tenure as a wrestling company. And Akio is going to make sure that doesn't happen. As the power cradling him like a baby. And the knee drop. It's painful. It's saddening. It is kind of entertaining. As he just wrenches on his face again, pulling it back, just ripping at it. Hands over the eyes. He's basically palming his head like a basketball right now. Akio would make for a great center. As now just working away on the arm as we're at a 7 count. Kick to the gut from Seki. And then a whip into the ring. There we go. And
he's just moving there. He's trying to move like I'm out.
Oh. A headbutt. No, he finally got him. Those headbutts. Hard-headed young Tiger here is Seki, who will not stay down no matter how much punishment he takes. He's fighting back. Shots. Whip into the ring, and oh man, Seki is proven his worth. El Tigre must be proud in the back watching this one, but Akio has had enough. GTR. And you have to think this is starting to spell the beginning of the end. If you're Seki, powerbomb position. Crucifix bomb. Similar to what we saw from Kendrick. Seki could be done for here. And he found the arm. He picked it. Arm drag. Just rattling the cage a little bit. Seki is fighting on like his life depends on it. And to some extent, maybe it does. The lariat's going to get blocked. Seki looking for something here, but he's going to get met with an elbow, a chop, a shot, another chop, but Akio eats it, chops back. Just throwing him. I think Akio could take a million more of these shots. At a certain point, you got to think Akio could have ended this match 10 minutes ago. He had that hold in and he let it go. I think that would have been the end if Akio wanted it to be, but I think Akio is trying to send a message here. I don't think this is a mistake. As, oh my god, just drops him. 1, 2, 3. And,
Oh,
well, Seki, you did great, kid. But, unfortunately, great isn't good enough against the likes of Akio Takagi.
freaking matter, man. Definitely like more reason.
I mean, the shades of Akio's mentor and member of the Shogun faction over in America, and Akio just has dismembered that young tiger, and I feel like he's hungry for more, which is a terrifying thing to say.
He'll come over, dude.
Staring down the commentary table, and don't make eye contact because you might be next. Akio Takagi walks away with a victory, and looking backstage here, Freddie Newgate and Dr. Dirty. You and me. He makes the offer and extends the hand, and Freddie's gonna shake it. Have we just... And ladies and gentlemen, here we go, our semi-main event this evening. And this is going to be a rematch of one of Fireball's first televised matches in North America, as we see... I'd call him a young tiger, but he doesn't seem like he's still... He's grown. He's looking incredible. This young man is one of the fastest rising young tigers of all time. He is a fan favorite. He is adored by Japanese, American fans, all alike. This is Manoro Hoshi, and this is a rematch of the first time everybody was exposed to Manoro Hoshi, as he's going to be taking on none other than the Tigre apprentice himself, who we are about to get a look at here, Sebastian Ramos. First time around, I think everybody remembers how that one went. Ramos got upset by the young tiger, and here he is today, looking to right that wrong, stepping into the ring against Manoro Hoshi once more. And you've got to think at this point, as crazy as it sounds, Hoshi has to be the favorite. We've seen it happen before, and I feel like we could see it happen again. Ramos coming over from America after his tag team fell apart, working with El Tigre, has spent almost a year in Japan now. He has been exposed to the culture, exposed to the wrestling, training with El Tigre and all of the members of that dungeon, that dojo, whatever you may want to call it. They've spent countless hours, so much time and effort to get Ramos back into the right frame of mind to be all that he could be. And tonight we're going to see how that training has paid off.
You think he was training with Seki?
Maybe. I mean, Seki's showing a lot of promise. Maybe we'll see Seki again sometime soon. But for now, it looks like it's going to be two of the most promising students in the dojo, as right away Springboard DDT from Ramos. You can see the influence that training in Japan has had on his style, as he just looks so good compared to what he was.
Tigre. We saw Tigre show up the Magnificent 16.
We did.
He didn't make it all the way.
He had an incredible showing, though. Yeah. He
lost to the finals.
Yeah, and he did end up beating Midas, and I believe it was Shek Hollow in that tournament, making a statement that even in his old age, he is still one of the best wrestlers in the world, and nothing but respect and love for El Tigre, obviously.
If he can do that, if he can do that in a Magnificent 16, I wonder what he's doing for Sebastian Ramos.
Exactly, as Ramos firing away with some slaps. Goes for a kick, but Hoshi catches those. As Hoshi, we know his whole thing is those feet. He is such a great striker, as he goes for a quick little sit-out powerbomb, Liger style, if you will, Tiger style, if you will. And it's such an incredible thing to watch how both these men have grown since their first match, as a flash elbow drops the way of Minoru Hoshi, and now looking for another one, spinning him a little bit, but this time Ramos prepared out of the way to his feet, and he's going to latch on.
Ramos was kind of Manoro Hoshi's awakening, really.
Really
Hoshi
was
struggling to find his style, and after that roundhouse kick connected with Sylvester Ramos' head, I think it just clicked for Hoshi.
I mean, at that point, it has to. Yeah, it has to, right? When you can rock somebody like that, as now we see a beautiful attempt at a pinfall, nice little sunset flip style, and then working on the legs. Ramos learning from the first match, learning from all the scouting, so to speak, that is going to be the place he needs to target if he wants to win this match. It's going to be the knees, it's going to be the legs. That is Hoshi's wheelhouse as we see a frog splash.
Ooh, frog splash. Early on.
And then working away on the limbs once more. What are we looking for here? Lifting inverted DDT, plants him. And sent on, but knees up for Hoshi. Hoshi, a very quick reflexes, very fast, strong striker. You don't see a lot of that in America, at least not to the extent you get with a guy like Hoshi, as Ramos connects with the senton this time and looks for the pin. One, and not going to be any more than the one. But, Hoshi is a unique type of worker. Hoshi in his early 20s is so prolific in striking. He's so fast, so gifted technically in all the aspects of wrestling that you want to be gifted in. And he's the kind of guy that, 10 years from now, if you come back and you check out Japan, I'd be shocked if Manoro Hoshi wasn't in the headlines. I'd be stunned if he wasn't doing something important. As again, we see him go for that springboard into the headbutt.
Oh, the headbutt. That's an El Tigre move right there.
That is an El Tigre special. And now, beautiful maneuver there. Nice little standard suplex, and the senton going to come away. Back and forth match between these two. Nobody being able to get an edge quite yet, as Ramos been working away at those legs, making it a little harder for Hoshi to do exactly what he's doing now, and that's get to striking. He catches him here. Butterfly suplex. No! Arm drag reversal out of it. Hoshi showing a little bit of that high flying prowess, that athleticism that we typically see from the guys like Ramos, from the guys like El Tigre. And now Hoshi looking to drag him away from the ropes, maybe looking for a pinfall here. And that is going to be the case. And just a 1 count. And now just working away with those knees, dropping those knees across the chest, making it harder to breathe. But now, Ramos back to the knee with the dragon screw.
What's weird to see in this match is Hoshi's new to the young Tigers. He's been new. So to see him wearing his own gear, kind of going away from the young Tigers, it's kind of weird, because it's like he feels as if he's already completed training, but he's still in the midst of it.
Absolutely, Hoshi, and that was one of the points with how quickly he's been moving. Hoshi has been arguably flying through the ranks, and I think either this is a sign of him thinking that he's ready, or maybe El Tigre told him, go out, make yourself look good, kid, as now we see a whip into the ropes, and the Tigre feint kick. Gorgeously executed from Ramos, who is going to go step in and maybe look to finish off Hoshi, but Hoshi going to fire back quick with a jawbreaker, and drop kick to the knee is going to be stepped away from, and Ramos back on the offensive, looking for that butterfly once more, and he got it this time. But this is either a real big sign of faith from El Tigre, or this is Hoshi believing that he is further along than El Tigre does, and I feel like you might not want to defy somebody like El Tigre, but this match is a great test to see where both these men are at, as we see a Hurricane Rana off the top rope diving from Ramos, and now he's looking to end things here, maybe going to Lemon Fresca, and that's what it's going to be, middle of the ring on that fireball sign, Lemon Fresca, and it connects, rolling into the pin, 1, 2, and it's not going to be enough! Manoro Hoshi, maybe a little bit too familiar with that move to lose to it at this point as he kicks out the knees from underneath Ramos. You've got to wonder if Ramos maybe needs to adapt a little bit after taking those step kicks there. But if you wonder if he's got to adapt a little bit the Lemon Fresca hasn't got the job done for him yet in Japan. You've just got to wonder when he stops, when he gives up on that move. I know it might be hard to let go of something like that, but it's just not doing the job as he's getting just absolutely caved in with these feet of Manoro Hoshi, which have not stopped flying in the past 20 seconds.
Hoshi's just showing that those dragon whips and those leg attacks, they ain't going nuts.
And again,
yeah,
again, going back to the well one time too many. Hoshi able to get out of it with that arm drag. Soccer ball kick to the back. Soccer ball kick to the back. Soccer ball kick to the back. This is unbelievable. Shot to the chest into the corner, but Ramos able to duck away and find that kick to the leg and maybe softening him up. Maybe Hoshi doesn't want to believe it, but you gotta believe that they're going to start to get to him at some point. As Ramos, beautiful diving senton. Innovative offense, something you don't see a lot of. Those sentons from the inside out. That's not a common move. As he misses the knee drop, and now maybe the knee damage reflecting on Ramos worse than it is Hoshi, as he was staggering a little bit, but still stays on the offensive. Big elbow. Both these men fighting a very nice fight tonight. And either way, no matter who wins, you've got to believe both of them are going to be proud with their performances in a match like this, as back to the leg goes Ramos. And this could have some serious implications for the future, as well as both these men are juniors, and as we saw earlier tonight, Kendrick retaining the junior title. You'd have to believe that a win here could set somebody up for maybe a number one contenders match, maybe even a shot at the king, so to speak, as Ramos getting excited,
that's El Tigre right there.
Following up the El Tigre style and goes for a dive, maybe a little bit too excited. Hoshi was not in that spot, and maybe overshooting a little bit. Too much excitement going through Ramos there, as now he takes a suplex for his trouble. The count restarts and the shots are being laid in. Back against the barricade now. And on the outside with the drag. Oh man, this match definitely intense as the overhand chop comes out, kick to the gut is going to be the answer. And what a combo of kicks from Ramos. Unconventional offense. Got a 7 count now as the referee. And Ramos at code red again. And these moves on the outside, they're never fun to take. Nobody out here is going to be pleased by taking those bumps, and into the ring goes Hoshi, feeling the effects of it as Ramos.
That's the tiger roll.
That is the tiger roll. And the tiger roll, the chop to the chest. The springboard headbutt attempt isn't going to do it. Hoshi stabilizing himself at the ropes there, but waited a little bit too long as Ramos able to recover and just, I don't even know what you'd call that. But launching both feet at Hoshi against the ropes, now telling him to get up. Ramos maybe thought about the frog splash, thought better of it, and just a flipping front kick, maybe? I don't even know what you'd call that.
I don't even know what that is.
Ramos is just throwing his body at Manoro Hoshi and hoping that that'll be enough to put him away. And looking for that Lemon Fresca again, and what did I say? That move might just be not enough anymore, as now Hoshi's got momentum, and off the ropes goes Manoro Hoshi. PK, double stomp! That combination is so lovely, and he does it so well. Back to work on the arm here, stomp to the arm, and this is the momentum swing that Manoro Hoshi needed in this match. This might be enough, as he is just putting all of the pressure onto Ramos's arm, and this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, he's stalking him. Roundhouse kick! And Ramos down like a sack of potatoes. And that roundhouse kick from Manoro Hoshi is a thing of dreams, and that's going to be enough, folks. Count it and go home. 2, and no! Ramos! The resilience! He was out cold, but he's able to kick out. That roundhouse and the jumping knee! Roundhouse again! Unbelievable! 1, 2, and 3 Manoro Hoshi.
Oh my god.
He does it again, and that end to that match just showed Manoro Hoshi has the killer instinct in him. That kid is unbelievable. And that is not once, but twice now, the apprentice of El Tigre, the man who may get the mask, has lost to none other than Minoru Hoshi, who started a no-name young tiger and is now looking like one of the most promising prospects in professional wrestling, not just in Fireball. Unbelievable stuff from him right there. And I'm excited. Minoru Hoshi, just... he's that guy, there's no other way to put it. Minoru Hoshi's the future. Let's go. And ladies and gentlemen, after that thrilling semi-main event, we have made it to our main event here tonight. And this match has been one that has been, well, it's been a long time in the making for a lot of people, but recently it has been more apparent than ever that these two have bad blood as we see Kaito Takahashi, a man not very well received by this crowd here in Japan. He's a mean man, but he also went out of his way to say some not-so-kind comments about our new champion, Sakazuki. Shitty little tiger boy. And was cut off by none other than the former world champion and returning from injury here tonight in his first match in many months. And this match is going to be a hotly contested one. Kaito, he seems ready. He's got the new shirt that he's rocking, some adjustments to his gear. He looks good. He seems healthy. And man, this match is going to be a good one.
As you said, this match was announced on Twitter. Guy got me buzzing. I was excited for this one.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this one all week for sure. Ever since that first little clip of the conference where we heard of the return. Return is massive. I can't tell you enough how excited I am to see this man back. And there he is. And the crowd is loving it. The roar of the crowd. This gear looks amazing on him. And I don't know what else to say. This is Katsuro Arakawa, the former champion. And what many consider to be the best wrestler in Fireball today. He is everything that you look for in a complete package. He is entertaining. He is exciting. He is gorgeous. And he is one hell of a worker. And I am so ready to see him back in ring, and he seems ready. Look at him go. Recovering from the injury, springing into the ring, hyping up the crowd, and listen to him roar. Do I have winning this one? Listen, I may be a little biased, but I feel like the momentum is all on the side of Katsuro here. It's a return, it's a big... It is still taped up, but it's so exciting to have him back, and I mean, even with the taped shoulder, even with the injury, I feel like he's gonna come back, and he's gonna win it. There we see that beautiful uppercut, and scoops him. The slam, and Katsuro Arakawa making his presence felt. He's back, and he gets him up. The strength. You've gotta believe at some point, even through the shoulder injury that he suffered. He's feeling confident, strong enough to be back, and he's showing it now. Look at the way he is manhandling Kaito Takahashi. We haven't seen this from anybody, including the current world champion, the man who beat Kaito in that Iron Man match to win the belt. This is unforeseen, but Kaito wasting no time attacking those knees. Classic Kaito, and I think the one thing about this match that could be a difference maker on the half of Kaito is a shark, and he smells blood in the water. That injury is going to paint itself as a target against a guy like Kaito, and I don't think he will have any remorse if he re-injures the former world champion.
You can't show weakness around this man. We saw it in the Burning Blood match. We saw that Sakazuki was taped up. You know what Kaito did?
He beat the hell out of that midsection. Sakazuki, not around today, nursing those injuries, mind you. But last I saw him, he was still sporting some bandages around that midsection area. He's not fully healed from that massacre, from that match. But he is holding his title, and he is very proud to do so. As Arakawa just tossing Kaito aside here, as these two men, as we said, no love lost between them. This is one of those situations where both these men would be very happy to beat the other, as Kaito with the face wash, disrespectful, and just kind of relishing in the moment there as he hangs his foot. Yeah. Working on those knees, the legs, Kaito's favorite target, and something we saw him do very effectively and very frequently throughout that tournament, but beautiful by Katsuro, springing into the Rana, and you can see there's no lack of energy, no ring rust on the returning champion, and there we go, laying down the law, beautiful ambush of strikes, and staying on top of him, knee to the arm, a little bit of appeal to the crowd, and you've just got, how can you not love watching a guy like Katsuro work? How can you not just enjoy his presence? He's so fun. His spinning soul butt is going to connect. And again. Oh, man. It's been such a great night, and seeing Katsuro back has absolutely made it all the better. I can't tell you enough how excited I am for this match. And right now it seems like it's all the former champ. Even with the injuries, even with the almost 9 months of recovery time, it doesn't matter. It's all here. He's back, and he seems to be in action and taking it to the young, cocky Kaito Takahashi. But that does not mean Kaito is any slouch in his own right.
This crowd is loud.
That crowd, I don't know where that crowd picked up from, but they heard Kaito, or they saw Kaito, get some momentum, and those boos were the loudest I have ever heard them in the arena here, as they are roaring for Katsuro, and they could not dislike Kaito anymore. And here it is, unsurprising, but working on that arm, that injured shoulder. It was bound to happen, and Katsuro not gonna let it last long. Again, delivering the punches. And gets him up. Beautiful Dr. Bomb. And it's one of those things where you've got to just admire the strength of Katsuro. Is Kaito bleeding?
Oh God, I didn't notice that.
Kaito is leaking. I didn't notice that until this very moment. I don't know when that happened, folks, but Kaito is leaking, and maybe instead of the one being the one, smelling blood, maybe it's going to be Katsuro Arakawa smelling blood in the water early, as he is manhandling one of the two finalists, and the leg drop from the heavens, crashing down onto Kaito, dragging him over right onto the fireball. 1, 2, and not going to be enough as a kick out. Oh man, Kaito, we've seen his resilience in that Iron Man match. We've seen the resolve that he has, the fire he has to win. And Northern Lariat, back of the head, back of the neck, and that Busaiku knee. And this could be the beginning of the end. Kaito Takahashi, once he catches you, he does not relent. He does not let go. But the Busaiku knee is not going to be enough to put away the former champion, and he's in the corner. Oh, we've seen this before. Oh, Jesus, it's hard to watch. That kick, that stiff kick right to the head. And again, right on top of the fireball.
You only need a couple of moves.
Sometimes that's all it takes, but no, not going to be able to put away Arakawa. That's only a 2, and Kaito, the bloodied warrior, staring down at the referee. Unbelievable in his mind that kick was not enough to do him in. But Kaito, again, like I said, is not going to stop there. Forging on, kick to the back, knee drop attempt is going to miss. not going to connect with that King Kong knee drop, and he's feeling it. That knee hurts. But he's... Oh, and Arakawa takes note! And maybe, just maybe, that knee could be an ongoing issue here. But Arakawa, again with these shots, he is loving it. He absolutely adores playing up to this crowd. And he feels right at home back in the Fireball ring. But Kaito is sick and tired of the games. I don't think I've ever seen Kaito look this angry. It's incredible. And I mean, I've heard stories of Kaito literally pulling other men's eyes out, and I don't think I've ever seen him look this angry. Oh. And here we go, the discus, and there it is. Knocks him down. And back up. Look at this, the deadlift, the press, the strength from Arakawa, dropping him. And this match here has some major implications. Kaito was cut off in a discussion about the world title, in a discussion about Sakazuki. He had claimed that world title should have been his, and the shitty little Tiger Boy and his shitty little dad rigged that tournament, which are some bold claims and some slanderous words, excuse my strong language, but you gotta think, maybe the winner of this, maybe after this, whoever comes out on top would be in line to see the champion when he's back, to see him at Showdown. And, I mean, both of these matches would be great for the crowds. No doubt everybody wants to see Sakazuki and Kaito one more time, settle that grudge, kind of end that beef, so to speak, as we see that spinning slam once more. But let's not forget that, Katsuro...
Arakawa, he has a plan for that boy.
He does. He never lost that title. That injury to the shoulder pulled him out of competition, pulled him away from Fireball, made it so that he just doesn't, he doesn't have that belt anymore, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have a claim to it. He held that title with pride. He made himself a fan favorite, an adored wrestler, somebody that these fans will cheer for against almost anybody. And you've got to think, with the underdog story of Sakazuki and the fan adoration of Katsuro, that match would be something that fans would remember for a long time. The arena would explode for that one. Just the beginning where they're both looking at each other would be enough to just, get everybody ready, get the whole arena on their feet. And as we see now, Kaito is not looking to let that happen.
If anything, Arakawa is the reason Sakazuki is champion today.
That is very true. Vacating the title, taking time off, but I'm sure in a lot of respects, Sakazuki and Katsuro are very close. They share a very similar mentality, the way they look at the sport. As Katsuro up top now, and there it is, the Phoenix Splash. But the ropes are gonna stop it here. Kaito is a lengthy man, and that length just saved him from what is arguably the prettiest finisher in professional wrestling, that Phoenix Splash. And I don't think anybody does it better than Katsuro Arakawa, as he did wrench back hard on that armbar, but Kaito is a glutton for punishment and is able to survive, but he gets chopped down following that big shot to the chest, and that's not going to be enough. Kaito continues to fight. He lives to see another day. And Katsuro, he's pointing. And cartwheel, Pele. The athleticism of a man his size doing that is unbelievable. And maybe he's looking for it one more time. One more, he turns. And there it is. The Firebird, the Phoenix Splash. 1, 2... And Kaito Takahashi kicks him. And there's just, it's unbelievable watching this stuff. It's hard to believe how resilient, how much these guys will fight, and that those two Phoenix Splashes, those two perfectly executed Phoenix Splashes, and the cartwheel Pele weren't enough. Now the kick to the head, that vicious punt kick from Kaito Takahashi, something we've seen put away many men, including the champion. 1, 2, and no, not enough. And you've just got to wonder at this point, each man has thrown their best shot twice. Is it going to be the first to 3? What's going to be enough to put either of these guys away? As I don't think either of them are willing to say die. Kaito is bleeding.
He needs a 30-minute Iron Man match, but he can just fight Katsura Arakawa.
Honestly. And that's what we're seeing here is Katsura Arakawa and Kaito Takahashi not even willing to give up, but Kaito looking for that submission, that inverted stuff, figure 4 almost. I don't know what else you'd call that, but he's got that locked in pretty deep. And Katsuro, those strikes, the forearm breaks the hold. Stumbling though, he's holding that knee that's been attacked viciously by Kaito Takahashi for most of this match, and he gets behind, German suplex, dropping him on that neck, on that shoulder. The pressure from that German definitely isn't helping that taped up shoulder of Katsuro, as Kaito was waiting and was able to counter strike there, and now he's going to toss him into the corner. And the corner is not somewhere you want to be against a guy like Kaito Takahashi, who drives you face first into that middle buckle. And oh, beautiful arm drag there. Now, a lot of people see Kaito as this striker, as this vicious man, but a lot of people really underestimate, as he gets tossed to the outside, a lot of people really underestimate what Kaito can do in terms of mat work, in terms of grappling. Kaito is a very well-rounded wrestler. He is just vicious. You could put Kaito in any situation, and he can make it work. It's just that he doesn't want to do that. He wants to hurt you. And right here on the outside, I commend Arakawa for doing what he's doing, but this is Kaito's domain. The Dr. Bomb on the outside might be saying otherwise, though. And he's back.
I agree with you, man. I agree with you. I think Kaito's he's a man who's just trying to inflict pain on his opponent. So he just wants to hurt the man he's fighting. If you're his enemy, I wish the best for you.
As we see that high-angle exploder suplex busted out by Kaito for what I believe is the second time this match, as these two men have broken through a lot of their arsenal, dragon screw, and then slamming down the knee, the leg, against the canvas hard, and then right back to that injured arm, right onto that injured shoulder. And it's almost hard to watch. The Fisherman Buster and the shoulder impacting the mat. It's hard to watch when you know that the injury has been there and it's been recent and it's been horrid. He took time off. He vacated a world title, something that under no circumstance does any man want to do. And to see him get attacked there over and over as the power slam. Oh my lord! Regardless of the pain that he is in, he will not stop fighting. As these two men have just been going at it for 15 minutes now. And back to the knee goes Arakawa in the middle of the ring. But it's hard to watch. You hate to see the injuries, of course. Nobody ever wants anybody to be hurt. But you watch these men. You watch them put life and limb and body on the line, and you know that they hurt. And to see them get attacked there repeatedly sometimes gets tough. But Arakawa is taking it like a champ, and Kaito is he's one vicious SOB. That's all I really have to say about him. He will absolutely feel no remorse doing that, as again, these punches powering down, laying into the head of Kaito in a European uppercut. Arguably the best strike that he throws, and that leg drop bulldog Kitaro crusher from Arakawa. Gut kick again. Kaito now in behind. Got him. Beautiful suplex into the bridge. Oh, he kicked the ropes. Is that not going to be a... Oh, the ref missing it. I thought he had contact with the ropes there, but I guess the ref disagreed. Oh, man. That is some energy that he had to dig deep for that one. Is now Kaito looking to go up top, maybe looking for that knee drop once more. The foot stomp we've seen him use so proficiently. Neither. It's going to be an elbow sharp pointed right in between right in between the shoulders, just into the back there. Oh, pop-up Meteora! Oh! Twist! And shout! Neck breaker! And at this point, you have no idea who's coming away with a win here. This is any man's match. We've gone almost 20 minutes now in the main event of the evening, and beautiful move there into the pin. One. Oh, what? A 1 count? Kaito, I swear he just gets more energy as the matches go on. And I think that cut reopened on Kaito. Just unbelievable. As he gets pressed up and dropped down once more. And Kaito just sore as he's covered in his own blood once more. And oh man, looking to stagger to his feet. But here we go again. The showmanship, the cartwheel, the kick, and it connects into the pinfall. 1. Oh, but Kaito, the ring awareness. The ring awareness from Kaito Takahashi. Arakawa maybe just missed that, wasn't aware how close he was to the ropes, but now he's looking for it again. That Firebird, the Phoenix Splash, it connects into the cover. 1, 2, and oh no! Nobody in the arena can believe it. And Kaito may be the only person who thought he had it in him to kick out of that 3rd splash. And that kick to the head had to hurt as he poises himself on the middle rope, looking for that knee drop again, but out of the way. He rolls through it and into the waiting arms of Arakawa, but he is quick off the back, turns him around, and that Northern Lariat is going to be enough to take him down as these men are fighting tooth and nail. Oh, Lariat's going to get blocked and sent to the corner. Oh, not the knee again, into the knee. That kick right into the ropes, sending just, shivers right up your nerves. And back to the knee is Arakawa this time, as both these men are going to be walking with a limp when they finish tonight. 1, 2, and not enough. This is an unbelievable performance by both these men. Kaito with the jawbreaker is going to change the tides once more. And then the DDT from Arakawa. The crowd chanting. The excitement in this arena is contagious.
They both know what they're going for. They've worn out their moves and
the butterfly backbreaker's reversed. Lariato! Stomp. No. Forearm shot. Caught him. Northern Lariat. Twisting at the arm, kick to the stomach, to the ribs, and then grabbing him, pulling him back down, shots to that injured arm, stomping on the injured shoulder. But both these men will not say die, back and forth, shot for shot, move for move. And here we go, that dragon again, this time not electing for the cover. Well, actually, he is, but he decided to roll through and cover him properly, shoulders being pressed to the mat, and that was a 2.99. Arakawa, exhausted. Kaito, exhausted. Oh. And Kaito, again, that knee submission, that inverted, just pulling away at the knee, pulling away at the limbs, he's got them tied up.
That's it.
The ref asking, and slapping at the leg, open hand, palm strikes, in the forearm, he's out again. Staggered to his feet, shot, palm strike, another shot, spinning back fist, staggers Kaito, but Kaito will not stay down. Beautiful DDT. He's going to drag him away. And this might be it. That DDT dropped him to, and no, just barely. Unbelievable resilience from both these men, barely pulling the shoulder off the mat as Kaito again stomping at the arms. Both of those arms must be so numb and so sore, but Arakawa stumbles to his feet to continue the fight, but a missile dropkick is going to ground him. And Kaito telling him to get up on the shoulders. Turning away, dropping him with that knee. And putting the former champion to sleep. 2. And that's going to do it. Both men slumped, exhausted. But one man stands victorious. And that's Kaito Takahashi. In what was maybe one of the best matches we will ever see in Fireball, these two men went at it. So many moments where you thought this was over. So many of their best shots were exchanged. Kaito Takahashi pulled one last trick out of his bag of tricks, and it was enough to steal a win from the former champion. And I'd argue stake his claim for one more chance at that Fireball World Championship. And the crowd is not happy. The crowd is very upset.
Not the hero's welcome anymore.
Not the hero's welcome that we expected. And Kaito looking like a wounded warrior. But he stands victorious. And you can say what you will about this kid. You can hate him. I do too. But you can't take away what he just did.